Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to the bow part of my Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate tutorial. Okay, so jumping straight into the basic moves of the bow. There's a lot less than obviously if there are if you're using a blade, but that's because you have a lot of coatings available to you. So if you press X, you fire off an arrow. If you hold down X, you can charge it up. And all while you've got stamina, you can hold it charged, but obviously if your stamina bar depletes, then it will fire off automatically. If you press A, then you will just slash with your arrow. Now that move can actually be used to cut tails off, but you won't be doing that in the demo, so we'll leave that for now. But if you want some sort of close range attacks, then you can use that. Now while you're charging, if you hold down R, you get this kind of trajectory line out, so if you want to kind of fire any volley shots or try and work out where you want to fire it, then you can use that. But personally I prefer just to hold the arrow, press L to switch the camera behind you, and then fire in the direction you're looking at. Now the other thing about bows is coatings. As I mentioned earlier, you can apply them and they give your arrows different kind of effects. So when you hold down L and typically cycle through your items, instead if you press X or B, it will cycle up and down between your coatings. Once you find one you like, you press X and A together and it will apply the coating. So I have just applied a poison coating, so we're going to run in and fight Lagombi and show you not only the bow in action but also show you how the coatings work. Now coatings on bows are really good because they give you a wide range of choices, and especially if you've got a bow user on your team, then it can really sort of mix up play. Because at the moment, as you can see, I'm firing poison shots. So what happens is once you've fired enough shots, the status effects will kick in, and then it will start poisoning the enemy. So for example, as you see here, I'm fighting it right now, but I would need to land quite a few hits first for the poison to kick in. So it's not something you can necessarily do. You won't be firing one shot and then suddenly your enemy's poisoned. So you do need to factor that in, and you also need to try and be conservative with your shots. But there are various different coatings. So for example, there's also a sleep coating, which I'll switch to now. And if you fire enough shots of that, then the enemy will fall asleep. The important thing about sleep you need to know is that when the enemy is asleep and you attack them, they take more damage. So often what you would do, you'd have a bow user with a sleep coating, and then when the enemy is asleep you put loads of bombs by them and you shoot through the bombs, and then the explosion not only gets multiplied by the fact that the enemy is asleep, but also it does a lot of damage as it is. Right, so that's about it for bow. There wasn't a lot to cover on this front because there aren't as many moves. Now bow is a really good weapon, but obviously the variety comes in the coatings and the sort of strategy of play, and not the actual kind of variety of moves you have, because it is pretty much the bow, so you're firing arrows and shooting them. But it is, as I said, a really good weapon, and if you have, for example, when the game comes out and you're playing in a team, then if you have someone that can use bows, then it really adds a whole new dynamic to your team play, because not only then do you have a ranged fighter, but you also have someone that can put various different coatings on, be that poison, sleep, paralysis, piercing, anything like that. So it is something really worth using. Anyway, going to wrap it up there. Hopefully, if you're new to the game and you haven't played this before, then hopefully it's given you some basics and a few things to go over. But other than that, don't forget to like and share this video. It does really help me out. And obviously don't forget to subscribe to the new channel. If you want to check out some of the other weapons, then we've got videos for them, so check them in front of you right now. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.